All right, if I made this, it'd be ridiculous. Give it a swing. Whoa! Team Discraft officially has a new team captain in Europe. In case you missed it, Seppo and Discraft have announced that they have partnered up with Seppo being the team captain on the European side, which is awesome because Seppo has tons of experience and he has brought a ton to the game over the years. And with that announcement came a new disc as well, the Caliber. This disc will be a European exclusive release to start, and I have had the very fortunate pleasure of getting one of them to test it out and see how it looks. Here's what Seppo had to say about the disc before anyone throws it at all. Seppo designed this as a low-profile disc that's supposed to fit somewhere in between that Luna and Zone flight characteristic. And off of first inspection, I think that's pretty accurate. It is pretty shallow. I think it feels shallower than a Zone. It does feel very Zone-esque in its profile off the top to me. A disc that's between a Luna and a Zone might just break a ton of bags. So we're gonna check it out today. We're gonna throw some backhands, some forehands, give some initial reviews of what the disc is like, as well as just take the opportunity to congratulate Seppo being on the team. We're excited to have you. You may have noticed behind me, I've got that little munchkin. Wave, munchkin. Oh, I can't believe he waved at that. He's gonna be joining me, so you might see some highlights of him as well. It is a little bit windy right now, so it gives us a chance to test this disc out in some adverse conditions as well, which I'm not opposed to. All right, let's get into the video. You wanna throw first? Let's see what you got. Well, all right then. First shot here, got a wind that's right to left. Wait, left to right. Is it swirling? Nope, left to right. Probably one of the harder holes with it tucked behind a large bush-like tree. It's pretty hard to reach with a forehand if you were to throw a drive or forehand with that. There is a big tree initially off the gap. A lot of people will try to hang out wide right and let it swing. I'm gonna play that Mando left because there is a parking lot and a playground over that direction, so we're gonna avoid that. I'm gonna throw it as flat as whoa. I'm gonna throw it as flat as I can. Try to get a little left to right turn out of it. Oh yeah, go in. Oh! Oh, no, no, no. That would have been an insane first throw with the disc. Is that
funny, Dad?
He thinks it's funny too. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to get my heart rate down right off the rip. All right, first impressions. I gave it I threw it flat, maybe a touch of anhyzer. Gave it a pretty good pump as well to see if it would handle the torque. Again, the wind is left to right, so it gave it a little bit of a nudge, but at no time did it just dump over, which is really nice because the Luna, if I had thrown it on that, would have definitely dumped on over, and the Zone probably would have fought off a little earlier. So far, it does fit that description, but we're only one throw in. We're gonna need several more to figure this out. We're out here playing disc golf, so why not keep a score while we're at it. Birdie! I am excited to see it from the second angle. It's the first time I ever brought a second cam to a video. Okay, so it handled the torque flat really well. Now I get to throw it on some hyzer here. Got an initial tree you gotta avoid here. You gotta swing it out right to left. Anything by the basket is good. There is a large tree behind the basket that catches a lot. Oh, it handles the hyzer really well. No way I go 2 for 2. Don't copy me. I never ace run. All my friends who know me, you know I don't ace run. I got 2 of them already. Well, so far it handles flat shots. It handles hyzers really well. Don't tell my wife about that. I have never received more compliments this year about my disc golf attire than this year. And I have only Salty Unicorn to thank for that because they have hooked me up with all the great supplemented designs that they have, and I've been able to showcase them at all the courses that I've been to so far. And I kid you not, every single round I've played, someone has asked me, hey, that's a sick jersey, where'd you get that from? And what I'm trying to tell you right now is you do not want to miss out on this. Head over to Salty Unicorn's website right now. You can check out everything that they have. They have pants, jerseys, polos, long sleeves, everything you need as a disc golfer. And as the weather is now starting to heat up, I'm glad I have all my t-shirts and polos for the season locked and ready for this year. You can check out my season fundraiser designs, the Celtic and the smiley faces, on their website today. Plus, you can use this discount code for an extra discount when you check out. I want to see as many people as I can rocking these because let me tell you, they look great and so will you. Check them out on their website or their social media to support them today. And without further ado, let's get back in the video. So far, I can definitely see this disc as being a very good control disc. Enough stability for you to be able to throw it and let it drift back, but still straight enough for you to be able to finagle some tight shots. This next hole is going to challenge me a little bit though. Let's see if I can get this one. Hole 3 is very similar to hole 2, but there's a significant difference between the two of them. This hole has overhanging branches on the left that doesn't let you go too high, and it has some pine trees on the right, so if you go low or wide, you can get caught up early as well. A much more precise shot is needed here, but you still need that right to left hyzer, and we have a left to right wind. This disc handled it really well in the last hole. I'm gonna claim it's the arrow, not the archer on that one, see if we can do it again. I wanna throw it just above that pine tree and let it swing out to the left. My son's playing in the middle of the field looking for dandelions, so don't tell my wife again. Oh yeah, it's just gotta go now. Go left. Oh my gosh, yes. Jeez, oh Pete's. When the RW-0325-P, aka the Roost, came out, I claimed then it was my favorite disc in the Discraft lineup. While that's still true right now, this one might just take it. It's felt good off of every tee shot, and even just these short putts that I've had, the disc itself feels comfortable to putt with. Got a highway here, so excuse me if you can't hear very well. Between that Luna and zone comparison, I'd say I'm leaning a little closer to zone, which I don't think is a bad thing. It is for sure not a zone SS. If I throw that last shot with a zone SS, it would definitely get finished probably over the fence and farther right. So it definitely is in its own unique slot, which I'm excited about. Come on, buddy. Wait, are you blowing the dandelions? Yeah, blow them dandelions. All right, hole 4, here's where a real challenge comes into play. I'm gonna have to forehand this shot. We're gonna have to see how well it handles forehand torque. My goal is to get it up in the air and let it drift left to right. It is a bit of a tailwind, which I think will help me. The basket is tucked in around behind that last pine tree. It is blind to me off the tee. All right, here we go. Hopefully you can hear me and not just the highway. It's gotta go that way though. There it goes. Okay. It just definitely flipped up much more on the forehand play. Maybe that's an archer problem. It also sailed the basket here, which I love to see. Does have decent glide. Of course, nothing has Luna glide, which also, as a side note, I think might be the biggest lie in disc golf numbers of all time. Originally was a 3 glide, got changed to a 4 glide, and the whole time it's been 7. I ain't mad about it, it glides by 7. All right, can I putt it from distance now? Let's find out. Oh! He razzed me. That's an archer problem, not the arrow. Arrow did great. Hole 5 has the OB fence on the left the whole way. There is a sprucey, bushy tree in the middle that you kind of have to hide around anyway. There is a tree directly behind the basket, which has caused problems. If you were just 15 feet too far, you might not have a putt, but they trimmed that up, so it should be a must-get birdie if you're playing out here. Righty backhand hyzer around the corner, just like hole 2 and 3. Okay, not as tight as hole 3, so I get to leave this out wide. Just nozzle up to the basket. Yeah. Oh, nice, Sebastian. I'm gonna walk backwards so the microphone's away from the highway. My son was spitting because I think he blew on the dandelion a little too close and sucked some of it up. Another fantastic shot, another park job. I don't think this stuff stopped me all that much. You like that form? That's good form. Hole 6 is gonna give us another look here. I have a couple options. Option 1 is I can throw a backhand around the tree on the right side, or I can throw a flip up hyzer. Normally I'm gonna throw that straight shot backhand, which I also wanna try since I have a headwind here, and we're gonna see how well this kind of resists the wind and will come back on a flat shot. Looks like someone trimmed up this right side here, so it actually looks a little cleaner off the tee. Normally it's been more obstructed, but we're still gonna do the good straight shot. Seppo is someone who's always really big on touch shots, so this will give me a great chance to try something a little touchier because I'm not gonna fully rip it because of the distance, and see if I can get that nice control shot out of this disc. Yeah, not too bad, honestly. So I obviously took a lot of power off of the shot, and if I did that with my Luna, it would have probably stayed straighter, but might have even drifted a little bit right before coming back. This just gave a soft drift to the left, but it still felt very controllable. I think it actually would work really well with the flip up forehand, which is not my best shot, so I didn't want to mess that one up. But based on the forehand I threw up there, it's definitely something that probably will turn a little bit, give a little right to left action on that forehand before coming back. And this disc is impressing me more and more because I did not throw this that hard. And it still like went past this spot. Low putt. It really does feel nice putting with. I'm interested to know if they put it in a baseline plastic, what this would look like as a putting putter. Oh boy, my son wants to be in front of the camera so bad. Okay, we got another short hole here. This will require quite a bit of touch since it's downhill rather than the slight uphill in the previous hole. We do have a pine tree off to the right side, so that can play some trouble if I try to play the hyzer. So I really do have to touch this straight. Wind is mostly left to right from this position. I feel like it's shifted since earlier. So we'll see how this goes. Now it feels kind of headwindy too. We'll see. Oh, I burned it. Oh, it kept going. Never mind, it's parked, it's perfect. Burned that one a little low. Downhill probably helped me by staying off the ground a little longer than it should have. Again, I'm more impressed the more I throw this disc. It isn't quite a zone, although it does give me more zone vibe than Luna vibe. This one ended up being just perfect, so. Calculated ground play. I won't lie, I got all the way back over here, and I don't remember if I turned on the camera on the other end or not. Hope I did. This is the second hardest hole in the course, in my opinion. It is a dogleg left. It does cross hole 9's tee pad, so if you are playing out here, make sure there's no one on the tee pad before you throw. But it is way left, and I mean way left. If I throw something that's dummy overstable, it usually doesn't get left enough. So I learned early on that if I throw something remotely stable and throw it on a bunch of anhyzer, it tends to be the perfect shot. But today we have the caliber. I do think I have a favorable wind. It sees a little right to left for this particular shot. So I'm gonna give it tons of airspace and a little bit of hyzer. Oh no! Oh no! Well, that was an Archer problem, I swear. Swung that way off to the right. Although noteworthy that it went really far. Way farther than I intended. Which is not a bad problem to have, having a disc that goes a little farther when you're not trying. He is just having the time of his life right now. He is just finding sticks and leaves and dandelions, and he's cute as a button. All right, we gotta go find our disc over here, up in the short grass at least. Now that I feel the wind out here, it's a little more tailish than it was right to left, so I was relying on that a little too much, which is why I didn't get pushed off to the left. All right, if I made this, it'd be ridiculous. Give it a swing. Whoa! No way! What the heck? Let's go! Let's go, buddy! Sebastian, why are we so happy? He said, "Cuz." Last hole. This round's been emotional and awesome, and it's hard to hate a disc after you do all that stuff. We've got one more hole here. We do have a playground off to the left of it. Please be courteous if kids are playing. Warn them. Maybe even skip the hole. Luckily, there's no kids today. Well, other than this one, but he's not on the playground, so you can tell my wife. No, I did baby that a little, but it's really good flight. Now, oh, maybe I didn't baby it. Yeah. The only negative thing I have to say about this disc right now is that it's going to be in Europe first. Like, I'm just jealous. I'm very happy that I get a crack at it and have one copy for myself, but I wish I could get my hands on a few more sooner. This went, again, way farther than I thought it was going to. I thought I babied this, but apparently it has far more glide, and the wind might have helped a little bit. Oh, headwind putt, let's see if it handles. What the heck did I just say? All right, headwind putt, let's see how, what the heck is wrong with me? All right, headwind putt, let's see how it handles. First try. Oh, I put it 2 nose down. Great line though, handled the wind itself and didn't vary much left or right. Quick camera change. Dang. I feel like I let that disc down by not getting the last hole. So here's my quick final thoughts on the disc. It's awesome. It's worth checking out. I'm mad that it's in Europe first. All in all, pretty cool. Check out my social media because I'm definitely gonna be throwing it some more and giving some more thoughts on it, especially as it starts to beat in. All right, this boy's been very patient, haven't you? And he wants to play on the playground, so I'm gonna go do that. Sebastian has a very important message. Hold on. Sebastian, come up to the microphone right here. And can you tell everyone what they should do?
Subscribe!
Yeah, subscribe. Of course, if you haven't already, you can like the video too, because that's free and easy to do.